Good morning from Zilker Botanical. We're the Austin Organic Gardeners beginning our fall garden series, and today we're going to talk about planning your garden. Even in these dog days of summer, we get to start thinking about cooler season vegetables. And the resources that we're going to be using are all in our Sustainable Food Center guide. You will find this planning tool from AgriLife, the Texas A&M Extension Service, is one of our main tools. So it is by month, and we can go to August. We can go down the list and see what can be sown. This is all by seed unless it is indicated to be transplants. Things like eggplant, they recommend transplants. So we can see what can be planted in fall. We're planning backwards from the first frost date, so mid to end of November for us. So from seed, the larger vegetables are usually about 3 months, so working backwards to that. So now we can plant our larger vegetables, things like kale and some of the root crops. We can wait a little bit. Certainly right now we could be working on preparing our soil, and we're going to talk about that next week. So we've looked at our list, we've found the vegetables that we can grow. You can go to seed catalogs to start looking and see how large they're going to grow. I like good old graph paper for drawing out my garden. If you don't have to purchase graph paper. You can print single sheets off the internet. And then I will kind of list out what I want to grow. And I have the weeks here leading up to our first frost in November. And certainly now by seed we want to start the larger vegetables. Give those some time. Again, it's about 3 months from seed to production. We planted corn today here at Zilker. As we get into September, you can plant some of the smaller things like kale that are very popular, some of the root vegetables that are frost tolerant that can go later into the fall. And then things like pansies that we like to have in our fall garden won't even be available in the garden centers until it's cooler. So we can put that later and on our list. So I'll just kind of go through my list of things that I want to grow, and then I kind of put a check mark along what week it should be planted. And that brings me to another tool that we like that is on our austinorganicgardeners.org, which is Tim Miller's Lunar Planting Calendar. And he really lists by week and breaks it down what we should be planting by seed, what we can put out by transplant, according to those waxing and waning phases of the moon.